True Navajo Ranger Skinwalker Testimony. January 1986. A young Navajo officer is driving home alone near Fort Defiance, Arizona. Speedometer reads 55 miles per hour. Suddenly something is running right beside his car. Solid white. Long lean body like a greyhound. Canine head. Teeth. It jumps a fence without breaking stride and comes within 4 feet of the window, staring straight at him. Its eyes are fiery orange, glowing on their own. Completely silent. No breathing. No footfalls. He floors it into the driveway. Runs inside. His father looks at him and says, "That's a skinwalker." Most Navajo people will never say the word out loud. Yinaldlishii, the ones who walk on all fours. Shape-shifting witches who wear the skins of animals to become them. For decades, terrified families called the only people they trusted the Navajo Rangers. In 2000, 2 sworn officers, Stanley Milford Jr. and Jonathan Redbird Dover, were given a secret assignment, the Special Projects Unit. The real X-Files of the 27,000 square mile reservation. Stanley Milford Jr. never went looking for the paranormal, but in 1986 it found him. He locked eyes with it. He says it felt like the creature was looking straight through him. A medicine man later told the family the skinwalker had been sent to do them harm. Years later, as a ranger, Milford would investigate dozens more reports. He and his partner Jonathan Dover treated every case like a crime scene. Witness statements, footprints, photographs. One case produced disturbing evidence that still has no explanation. Milford still smudges with cedar and sage after every investigation. After 31 years on the force, Jonathan Dover is blunt. "I can guarantee that skinwalkers are real and deadly." He has seen the fear in people's eyes. He has measured the footprints. He has heard the same story across hundreds of miles. Painted figures on the roadside, bodies covered in white cracked paint, running as fast as a car. He no longer doubts. Even first responders are not safe. A Navajo EMS worker in the Chinle area was on a call, 30 to 40 miles from town. He and his partner pulled over. Balls of light appeared, bouncing down the highway. Then 2 figures emerged, running parallel to the ambulance. Fast. Unnatural. The EMT later said, it was 2 of them. Skinwalkers. A grandmother in her yard with her baby grandson suddenly screamed, "Get away from that creature." A huge black dog with deep yellow eyes had been staring at the baby. She kept repeating, "The Yinaldlishii has found me." Near Gallup in 2004, a man saw a wolf-like creature walking upright on its hind legs. A medicine man told him the dead stray dog nearby had been an illusion created by a skinwalker. These are mothers, grandmothers, and lifelong residents who risked speaking the word to warn others. For 10 years, Milford and Dover documented case after case: livestock mutilations, glowing orbs, upright canines, painted figures that outran vehicles. They found footprints. They found patterns. They found evidence that raised more questions than answers. Stanley Milford still carries the memory of that white thing running beside his car. Jonathan Dover still carries protection. The land is beautiful, but on certain nights, something still runs beside the cars when the light goes out. These are the voices of the people who live there. Sworn officers, first responders, grandmothers. They spoke so you would know. Respect the culture. Some names are not spoken lightly, and some things they're still watching, based entirely on public testimonies. There are thousands of reports in the Four Corner region about skinwalkers and the sinister deeds they do. Another witness tells their story of a strange encounter. The narrator's grandmother lived in a rural area near Tuba City, Arizona, on the Navajo reservation. One day a strange black dog showed up, a stray that no one recognized. It didn't act like a normal dog. It would stand at the windows and stare inside for hours. It tried to open the door by standing on its hind legs and putting its paws on the handle. At night the family heard scratching and banging on the roof, followed by the most unnatural barking they had ever heard, almost like a person trying to imitate a dog. When the grandmother finally opened the door and confronted it, the dog rose up on its hind legs. It stank horribly. There were 2 black, gaping holes in its neck. Its eyes were glossy and spider-like, and its front paws looked like deformed human hands with long, sharp fingernails. The grandmother blessed herself, grabbed her shotgun, and fired at it. The creature fled. A few days later, she developed a painful lump in her shoulder. She went to a respected medicine man. After performing a ceremony with cedar smoke and traditional protections, he cut into her shoulder and removed a small piece of human skull bone. He told her the dog had been a skinwalker using the illusion of a dead dog's skin to get close enough to attack her with dark medicine. The bone was the physical manifestation of the curse it had tried to plant in her. The ritual stopped the curse, but the grandmother was never the same afterward. There are thousands of stories like this in the Four Corner region. What truly stalks these areas? The truth is within the shadows.